All right. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and it is Subsunday, Subscriber Sunday, where we're going to be playing some community decks. We've got three great picks from our subreddit. If you want to check that out, you want to give some votes, or even post your deck so that it can be played, then just check out the description box below. You'll find the link to the subreddit, Sideboardmtg, and post your deck or give some feedback. Either way, if you like tonight's decks, give them that thumbs up in the YouTube box there. And if you're new to the content, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more community decks, devs decks, and just great decks in general. I'm going to be playing some of the Just Guy. I've got to play some of that Adrian Sullivan Just Guy for Niv Mizzets. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, let's jump into these guys' decks. Let's say hello to everybody in stream. What's up, Madness? You got your deck here. Poopyfattie got his deck, and then I picked a deck from one of the decks I ran into when testing last week, the Grixis Mirari's Conjecture deck. I picked that deck as the one I wanted to see, but it also had Aiden both. My plate gets both turkey and ham on it, right? Anyway, yeah, there's a fat kid inside me just trying to eat his way out. I got to keep that little man at bay. Anyway. Oh man, I forgot what I was saying. I got thinking about turkey and ham. Oh, are there any leftovers? No, there's none. Anyway, why does one have to choose? Anyway, what's up, Aiden? What's up, Jaro? Tostin? Tier 1 Jank, Relic. Jason, what's up, Jason? How are you? Jareth Miles, did I say hello to Jareth? It doesn't matter. You don't need to say hello to Jareth. He'll hit you on the wrench. He'll hit you on the head with a wrench if you mess with him. Rush, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's get a couple more. I think that's everybody actually. Sweet, James Collar of us. All right. So, what do we got? I lost track of a good thought in there somewhere. Just lost it. Oh yeah, the Mirari Conjecture deck. This deck, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this later in the stream. Mirari's Conjecture, Nexus of Fate. We can do things where we just like bounce. You know, their stuff. It's great. We can just take turn after turn after turn. He did it to me. It was horrible. Anyway, we actually fought against this deck in one of the recordings when I did the Just Guy Drakes. What's up, Barry? Rocker? How you guys doing? Oh man, I need to post the link. Check the Reddit out. The top video, the video with the most votes, or the link with the most votes in the past week, Barry Drake, Swing Dancing to Caravan Bowser. Pretty good. Mirari. Okay, thank you. You don't want to make a Reddit account? Will someone post your deck for you and hope it gets upvoted? Grixis lovers only. Aw. Just make a Reddit account, man. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. But there's a ton of Grixis lovers. Somebody will post for you. It doesn't cost anything. What's up, Kenneth? Anyway, cool deck. Get to, you know, double fight with fires, things like that. Blinking your Mirari's Conjecture, then recasting them. It was pretty good. Alright, let's go talk about Madness's deck. This is the first one we're going to play tonight. This is a mono black aggro. Now, we've played some mono black aggro here lately, and it was all 1 and 2 drops, like very few 3 drops, if none. Yeah, if any. Would that be the right way to put that? It was fun. Aaron is always a blast to dance with. Looks fun, man. Those pants, though. Dude. Those pants. Yeah, right? Like, get me one of those, give me a pair of those. Get me one of those conductor hats. Right? With this mustache, I'd be styling and profiling. Some suspenders. Dude, yeah. It'd be what's the word for it? Dope. You're a simple man. You have Facebook, YouTube, and Pandora. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you signed up for all of those with an email, and just sign up for Reddit, and you don't have to even subscribe to anyone's Reddit, so you don't have to get notifications or any of that. You just post when you want to. Anyway, I'm not. You don't have to like create a new email. It's like, see, I want to say that I'm simple, and I'm still like signed up for 500,000 different things, right? Anyway, have multiple accounts, multiple emails. It's crazy. Anyway, Midnight Reaper. I'm going to say this is the centerpiece to this deck. Midnight Reaper, yeah, we're going to be losing some life. But we're going to be drawing cards. And that's great. We're going to want to stay very aggressive here. We've got Pilfering Imps and, Vicious Conquistadors. Fungal Infection is a little bit of, why Fungal Infection? Just curious. Madness, I know you're in channel. Why Fungal Infection over Necrotic Wounds? I think with this deck, like, you'd be able to get away with Necrotic Wound, right? Anyway, Fungal Infection. And then create a 1/1 green Sapperling creature token. So you could kill a 2/2. Kills a Danto Vanguard. Although, how do we kill a Drake? We cast it down. How do we kill a Niv-Mizzet? We murder it? Or Vraska's Contempt? Not very clean, but we can't really stand in front of it. We can, but we lose our Demon of Catastrophes because, like, they draw for the turn and they ping it once, then they swing into it, and then Graveyard Marshal. Alright, so Midnight Reaper, we've got Graveyard Marshal, so we've got some more usefulness out of things in the graveyard. Maybe this is why no Necrotic Womb, because, like, the expectancy is to just eat all the creatures out of the grave. Line of War Elves and a Danto. Necrotic Wound is nice, but the replacement body is more aggressive. Fair enough, and it's really hard to cast a Necrotic Wound on turn 1 for any value. Okay, it's impossible in Standard. It's just not a good way to do it. Anyway, we can sack any of these dudes to get our Demon of Catastrophe down on 4. We're running 22 land. Looks good. You guys ready to play this? Deadeye Tracker. You like this card? I haven't played with this card much. So, like, I played with it a little bit back in the Walking Ballista decks, but I haven't played with it much currently, and it just seems like it might actually be really good to eat cards out of the graveyard of the Phoenix decks, because Jeskai Phoenix, not Jeskai Phoenix, but Izzet Phoenix, and the Jeskai decks, Adrian Sullivan was actually running Enigma Drake over Crackling Drake, which was interesting. So we might see more Enigma Drakes, and if we do, reducing the graveyard will help. Even Yuya Watanabe's list that I played from the Pro Tour, played that last week. Even that list was running 4 Enigma Drakes and only 3 Crackling Drakes. So kind of feels like an upgraded Devs deck. I think that's exactly what this is. This is like a $50 mono black aggro. Kitesail freebooters with, Divest and Duress, along with the main board Pilfering Imp. Just a ton of, ripping apart of the handage. Yeah, get all of that hand, just all of it, just every bit of it. Dev your pimp. Oh, pimp my dev. Oh, yeah, pimp my ride. Gotcha. Alright, Golden Demise. Crazy how the word pimp has morphed from its original meaning to make something beautiful or magnificent or upgraded or the best it could be. Japanese teams are so efficient. They are. Love them since Theos Pro Tour. Yeah. Thoughts on your Chromatic Mono Black by Ali Antrazi? Haven't seen it. I have not. I have not seen it. Jario. All right. Let's go play some Magic. We'll talk some more when we get to Izzet Historic. No, I don't want to do this. Tournament practice. Mono black. Here we go. Tracer Burnout. Hits the nail on the head with his ideas for your deck. What? We would love to go first because we're an aggro deck. We've got a 1-2. This is not a bad 3-drop. We got a decent curve here, and there's enough 1-drops, so we might actually be able to fill in this curve. So let's just get the Pilfering Imp out there. And then based on like what he plays on turn 1, if it's an island, I'm probably cracking the Pilfering Imp. Still kind of wanting to crack the Pilfering Imp. I mean, I also want to get aggressive. This is more aggressive. Although Knight of Malice would have been pretty good too. Especially if he's got a white permanent. Oh, okay, so it's not Jeskai. I think I just want to swing for 3. Hold back the Pilfering Imp. Go ahead and crack the Pilfering Imp and see what he has. Wow. Okay, so the opponent's just got some lands and another treasure map and a March of the Multitudes. So next turn he goes land. Or he goes, yeah, land, treasure map, activation, another treasure map. Sure, I'm going to take the treasure map. I don't want him to get that much card advantage. And yeah, I want to put him into playing that March of the Multitude so early to protect himself. Take the March? Don't even mess with that? No, I want him to play the March of the Multitude so early that he really can't get a ton of advantage out of it. And only way we're gonna really be able to do that is to pressure the opponent. And we're gonna be doing really good at pressuring the opponent here. We're gonna be able to put another 2/2 down. And then we have kind of a combat trick that'll help against the March of the Multitudes. Alright, so here's our first activation. That's not bad. Well, let's go ahead and attack while we still have our mana available. I'll play the Doom Dissenter. Just in case he has something like Deafening Clarion, at least we will continue pushing pressure after the Deafening Clarion. You guys are so worried about March. Like, it may end up, like, just really biting me, but the opponent needs something here. Alright. Is this the March of the Multitudes? Cleansing Nova. Okay, well, we do get to keep pressuring our opponent. Knight of Malice isn't bad. he'll have to find a direct way to deal with the Knight of Malice. I'm going to swing into this march. And hope it's not a Settle the Wreckage. Just going to hope that it's just a March of the Multitudes. Feels like a March of the Multitudes. Is he going all in? Like treasure maps, everything? March of the Multitudes for 3. Alright, so he can't put all 3 in front of the Knight of Malice. Anybody else see these blocks? Like, is there something wrong with these blocks to you guys? I'm gonna let this happen. I mean, yeah, he gains 1, but that's definitely okay. Mathis for blockers, right? That's right. See, and you guys were worried about that March of the Multitudes. That's over and didn't even, like, hurt us. Didn't even cost us a card. That was like 7 mana gain 1 life. 6 mana gain 1 life. Another Cleansing Nova, now that'd be a little bit of a problem. Punt? What, should I have killed that so that he wouldn't have gained the 1 life? 6 mana Fog? Yeah. 6 mana Fog, gain 1 life? Whatever. Okay with that. I have no clue what's going on over there. That's a problem. That right there. That thing right there. That is a problem. Alright, well. Vraska's Contempt off the top. That's what we need. Star of Extinction. Where'd I punt? Oh, opponent punt. Ooh, the Immortal Sun. Zakama gonna do work. Ooh, Pilfering Imp. Cause that'll work. We get through for 2. He goes to 5. We take 10. Go to 10. He can gain life. Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad. All right. Go to 5. He goes to 4. Eats the zombie. Still involves like top decking. He eats the zombie. Goes to 3 from fungal infection. We go to 1. Like 3 turns from now, just like we just die. But the opponent will be at 3, and and that's if he has nothing else. But he's about to draw 2 cards per turn. Yeah, Zakama has Trample. Zakama has Vigilance, Trample, and Reach. And then it can gain life. It can destroy artifacts and enchantments. It can deal damage to creatures. Like, this is so game over. Let's race. Alright, so he gets the knight. We hit with a zombie. Alright, he's at 5. Zagama comes at us. Somatic Compass. Alright, well. That keeps the math right. I think we go ahead and Fungal Infection now. Doesn't matter if we do it this turn or next turn, other than I want the little creature attacking back. So we get through for 2 more. He goes to 3, but no. No, he goes to 4. Yeah, the original math stays the same. Okay, well, Phyrexian Scriptures for board wipe, yay or nay? I actually like Phyrexian Scriptures. I think Phyrexian Scriptures is a great card. Especially, okay, so you know the argument everyone has about, like, River's Rebuke? Like, oh, well, if you don't have tempo, then River's Rebuke just isn't even worth dealing with. I think that that's where Phyrexian Scriptures is. Like, you need a creature on the battlefield that you put that +1/1 counter on that is growing, that or is pushing pressure at least, right? Because, like, one of the things about Phyrexian Scriptures is when they play it, yeah, we're so dead. We're so dead. Madness, we're so dead. We have 1 more draw to get to a Vraska's Contempt. No point in swinging here. He's just none. Like, he removes something from combat and then eats the other. So, you think we scoop here? There's Vraska's Contempts in the deck. We still have an out. This is game 1, match 1. So, we've got some options. But with Phyrexian Scriptures, like, if you can keep pushing the pressure, like, you put it down on turn 4, and then they're like, okay, well, I will not put anything down into your Phyrexian Scriptures. So, like, they just take a whole turn off. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright, so we need to be a lot faster. That fog bought him a lot of time, but he would have got there much quicker. Alright, so divest, take out his threats. What if we go discard against this dude? He's got a ton of stuff. I want to do that. Madness, I'm bringing in your entire discard package, dude. I'm going to keep, like, I'm getting rid of Cast Down. I figure he's got mainly big stuff. Get rid of the Fungal Infection. Vraska's Contempt seems good. Duress, Knight of Malice, Doom Dissenter, Piffling Imp. Doom Dissenter he's got board wipe. Murder, and we just outrun him. We just have to kill him before he gets there. Oh man, that's a lot of... I technically brought more creatures in by bringing in Kitesel. What else can we take out? Contempt. All or nothing. We have to kill him before he gets to his big stuff. Tokens. How worried about the tokens are we? Like how... Yeah, opponent runs March, but, like, if he gets to a March that's, like, 4, that means he's at 7 mana. And 7 mana means we've already lost. Murder. Okay, so I get it. Like, you guys want to be able to kill Zakama, right? But Zakama's 9 mana. How far behind are we if we let our opponent get to 9 mana? Right, that's what I was thinking. Like, I would rather get rid of, like, Demon of Catastrophes than the 2 Vraska's Contempts. And then, like, the next card I'd be willing to bring in would be Murder. I'm going to take out 2 Dissenters for 2 Murders. Alright, I'm running it like that. Yeah, I know. I know it just happened. Demon with board wipe sucks. Yeah, seems good. Yeah, seems like a thing. Here we go. We got a little bit of a curve. Let's do this. Let me get our Vicious Conquistador out. We have to be aggressive. And then turn 3, take away Well, he mulliganed to 5. Turn 3, take away, you know, whatever he's got left. Like, whatever. Since he doesn't play blue, definitely Vraska, it's automatically, yeah, best removal. If they can't stop it. The only thing bad about Vraska's Contempt is it's 4 mana. Like, I need to get something to drink. Chat isn't loading for you? I don't know, Jack. Oh, man, see, that's great. We get to put a 1. Let's go ahead and attack. And then Kite's Elf Rebooter. Take away like a treasure map or something right here. Wow, okay. Alright, so the opponent's got Settle the Wreckage. Okay, so what am I willing for him to get back at a later date? I am willing for him to get an Immortal Sun back. Yeah. Yeah, he can have an Immortal Sun back. I don't want him to get a Settle the Wreckage back. So next turn I'm just going to like flat out take Settle. Graveyard Marshal's perfect here. Jack Dowie? Thank you, Jack. Welcome to the stream. We are currently trying to kill this Naya ramp deck. Zakama ramp. Alright, so let's get our Graveyard Marshal down. Duress. Ooh, Star Extinction. Alright. Alright, we take the Settle. And we have to outrun Star of Extinction. Midnight Rider's a good way to do it. Definitely going to get that down in case like if he top decks like some type of board sweeper or something like this. This will at least let us buy like get some cards, which would be great. Let's see what he's got. Let's take a little peek. Take a little peeky peek. Ooh, another Star of Extinction. The opponent said Jesus. Like the Holy One. Yeah, baby. See, that's what I mean. Like, just rip his hand apart and don't even worry about Zakama and those things. Just kill him long before we ever get there. Oh, your computer, like, chat box froze. Oh man, that sucks, Jack. Like, maybe just like close the entire browser out and open it back up, man. Like the Holy One. We'll run into the one merfolk player. Not chancing that. Okay. You worried about merfolk? That one dude. That one dude. I think we just stick to the game plan. Like, do we make any like changes for being on the draw? Like, I don't think so. Like, you know, like for real, man. Hung out with my family too much. They used the word like. You always thought if your name was Jesus and someone called you Jesus, you'd be like, hey guys, my name is Jesus, not Jesus. Sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sure Poopy's losing it right now. I'm gonna keep this hand. I mean, it's a decent hand. It's not bad. I mean, we get to be aggressive and go from there. Arclight deck. Is it Drake's gets wins? Yes. Drake deck wins. Drake deck wins. Alright, well, I'm still going to kite self rebooter here. Let's see which piece of removal we get to take. Oh, what has he got? Oh, History of Benaya. Alright, so the opponent gets to spend all of his time. Yeah, I'm taking the history. I just want to deal with it. Like, I want to outrun cards like that. The opponent's stuck on 2 mana, so he's got to spend 1 mana to dig for another land. And then if he doesn't hit it, he can't even cast something in his hand. So next turn we start with Midnight Reaper, and then eventually we end up sacrificing the Vicious Conquistador. I might actually sack the Kite Self Rebooter and give him the History of Benaya back. I don't guess there's any point in that. He scoops. Didn't hit a land. He scooped. We had a really good hand there, though. Like we had a really good plan. You know, based on what the opponent was doing, he was just in a really bad position, and taking the 1 threat in his hand away just kind of, it was just really bad for him. So hand disruption with a little bit of aggression, not a bad way to go. In the future, if I had to play that matchup again, I probably would take the Divest out to give myself a little bit more room for sideboarding. I don't think that deck actually had enough creature threats in it for Divest, so maybe I would take the Divest out. Yeah, let's go back over to the deck itself. Let's go check it out. Tap it. Alright, yeah, so the Divest, we can choose an artifact or a creature. Okay, so maybe the Divest would have stayed in. The artifacts, yeah. Alright, so, yeah, the Divest wasn't a negative hit. I mean, we would have been able to get a bunch of different artifacts from him. So, yeah, I guess Divest was fine. I forgot it was an artifact or creature. I thought it was like a creature or planeswalker, but isn't that like distress or something like that? MTG Bobby Q, what's up? Hey, what's up from my deployment? Are you deployed right now, dude? Bobby Q, man. Where you? Well, you know what? You're not supposed to OPSEC. You're not even supposed to say where you're deployed, right? I thought about it, but wasn't really sure. What? Dreadshade? Oh, okay. So you thought about Dreadshade. I still don't think the deck needs this card at all. Like, I would rather have mainboard Kite Self Freebooters than this. Like, I get it that, you know, bam, you're just going to hit this Demon of Catastrophes, but I think that, you know, you're just, the overall game plan, I mean, you just stay nice and aggressive, and you know, you're ripping their hand apart. It gives you more of that option in game 1. I don't know. It's a budget Doom Whisperer. See, I don't think the deck needs to go up to Doom Whisperer either. Maybe topping out at, like, the only 4 mana cards being a couple copies of Boraska's Contempt. I would probably put those in the sideboard, trading my murders out for some Boraska's Contempts if I needed them. Like, oops. I think that, like, if I was going to, like, say if someone said, hey, you know, take this 75, go play, and I couldn't make any other changes, I would probably, like, make this change. Well, I guess if I just had to run it like that. Like, I just don't like Doom Whisper, and I would just run it something like this. You know, just the Duresses, the Pilfering Imps, It would just be mean. Maybe actually even a cast down and just bring all 4 duresses in the main board. Just run like that. It probably wouldn't be that bad. Probably wouldn't. Especially with all the Jeskai control running around. This is probably a really good idea. You hate Doom Whisper. You could probably even lose a land with this configuration. Like move a land to the sideboard. And maybe leave something. Leave in the cast down. So when you want to bring in your big boy package, you bring in the land to support it. That would probably be pretty sweet, honestly. So yeah, if someone handed me a deck and said like, here's 75, and I recommend that, guys. Like if you Sammy Hill just subscribed, thank you very much, Sammy. I highly recommend that. Like if someone ever hands you a deck because you showed up at F&M and you didn't have a deck put together, but your buddy's like, don't worry, I got you a deck. Lay that deck out, sideboard included. And go ahead and pre-sideboard against the meta. Like, whatever you think that you're going to be fighting against or whatever, go ahead. Like, use the entire 75. You don't have to take the same, like, mainboard 60 that they did. But I would probably play this configuration with this 75. If I made any, like, changes and I had some options, Ritual of Soot would probably make a 2-of spot right in here somewhere. And then I don't know if I would put anything else in the deck. And I would just be, you know, this hand-hating, aggressive deck. Yeah. Scriptures. Yeah, okay. Ritual of Soot or Scriptures. Either one, yeah. Just a board sweeper. Like, one way. Yeah, you could probably do that. If you were bringing in multiple other sweepers, you could probably even back off of Golden Demise. So, Soot. I'm sure I don't have one. We'll get to the Izzet historic deck in a moment. But I get a lot of questions about the standard. That's what I want. I get a lot of questions about like what I would do for these mono black decks and stuff, so I'm going to try to just answer right now. Alright, so actually I do have Ritual of Soot. What? Alright. 2 Ritual of Soot and Scriptures. It doesn't take higher curve deck. It doesn't fit a higher curve deck well, but upgrading a 1-drop on turn. Upgrading a 1-drop on turn 4 is tight. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Lee. Anyway, maybe not that many Ritual of Soot. There's not many artifact creatures. I missed something in there somewhere, so I'm just going to move on. But, yeah. Phyrexian Scriptures, for those of you that don't know, this card, the 3rd chapter is one-sided graveyard hate. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Upgrading a turn 1 or a 1-drop on turn 4. Okay. So all of a sudden your Vicious Conquistador becomes a 2/3 that swings for 3. I can see that. I can see that. Izareth? I don't know. Izraeth? I don't like Doom Dissenter. Like I like the idea of Doom Dissenter, but I don't like the idea of paying 2 mana for a 1/1. I like the idea of, you know, against, you know, board sweepers and all these Deafening Clarions and everything, we still have, you know, pressure on the board that is going to keep coming next turn. I like that. Yes, so Chupacabra. Chupacabra is a really sweet and effective way to fight Niv Mizzet. In this particular deck, there you go. I would go for Plague Crafter. Plague Crafter, just because, like, if you wanted to upgrade your Vicious Conquistador to a Plague Crafter, I think you'd be better off. And in that case, like, I'd probably end up dropping Demon of Catastrophes altogether. The Plague Crafter. Oh, really? Is it right? It can't be right. Can't spell. Yeah, I can't spell. There it is. Plague Crafter. When Plague Crafter enters the battlefield, yes. So you guys are talking about running something like this, right? Maybe even when you really mean it, you really mean it. Bring in 3, only 2 divest. So it's probably not bad. It's probably not bad at all. This would definitely be a good place to start testing for sure. You're keeping the converted mana cost down pretty low. Ritual of Soot and Phyrexian Scriptures being like the most expensive card, and Vraska's Contempt being the most expensive cards in the deck. Golden Demise. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. At this point, though, I would actually even be willing to take out the swamp. So, anyway, creatures for DT to be relevant. What am I looking forward to building next set? You're looking forward to improving Jeskai control, or maybe start playing Jund. Hopefully, Red gets better cards. I'm looking for something that's going to set my Sunbird's Invocation off. I'm just like that's what I've got my hopes out for. Like as a spoiler season starts and we start seeing all of these really cool cards. I thought it was going to be Sarkhan's Unsealing. I thought that card was just going to be broken with Sunbird's Invocation. It's good, but like Sarkhan's Unsealing puts too many deck building restrictions. Like Sunbird's Invocation, the major deck building restrictions, like a ton of 4-drops. So it's like 4-drop tribal. And like that's the biggest thing. Like you can get into the 2-drops and 1-drops and stuff, but you really want to have just a bunch of things that are like 4 and under. So Jeb the Pleb, I love that name. That's awesome. Thank you for subscribing. But yeah. Oh, people forgot about Sunbirds. Yeah, no, I never forgot about Sunbirds. That sounds terrible. What? Please run Deeproot Champion, not Deeproot Elite. No. I mean, Deeproot Champion. It gets +1 counter every time you play an instant or sorcery. So I actually thought about that. Once we get the Gruul lands, the Jeskai deck, or the Izzet Drake's deck might end up becoming an Izzet Spells Matter deck, and we might actually get some help for Deeproot Champion. We might end up with a Teamer deck that runs, you know, a bunch of spells, Deeproot Champion, stuff like that. Niv Mizzet, we might start seeing him in a Izzet Green deck instead of like the Izzet White decks we're seeing him in right now. Rakdos, there's Haphazard Bombardment that's looking okay. That like there's a little bit of like a land destruction something going on there. Needs work before you get further into it. Saffron Olive was playing around with a Haphazard Bombardment deck, like a cute little Blink version of it. But there's a ton of cards that could go with that. So I think that Rakdos has got some stuff coming. Niv is in Chromatic Mono Black 2 of. That's just awesome. That Teamer Arclight though, exactly. Like that's what kind of deck I'm expecting the Teamer deck to be. And like morphing into like a Niv Mizzet deck maybe, but you just want to just be churning out spells, and a card like Deeproot Champion that just grows. Like you can get that down early, and then just kind of just churn through some and just turn this into just one really big threat. And I think that would be really good, but you would need to be able to cast off enough things to get it above a Lava Coil. and that would be my worry, is like, can you fire off enough to get above Lava Coil? I guess Lava Coil will be the one restricting factor as we're looking at the okay, so you can always go dies to removal, right? But we have to ask, like, dies to what removal? Like, what removal is currently getting played that we've got to worry about it being, killed to? Because, most things die to Doomblade, right? Like, unless it's a black creature, dies to Doomblade. But we're not worried about Doomblade, right? We're not worried about Fatal Push, dying to Fatal Push. We're worried about dies to Lava Coil. And, like, getting around dies to Lava Coil is exactly where... reprint my boy Vexing Devil. They did. They reprinted Vexing Devil. He's in the Masters box. Dies to removal, not good. Argument. You can't change my mind. Fair enough. Now, like, dies to specific removal is where I draw the line on that argument. It's like, is this relevant removal? Okay, dies to Vraska's Contempt. Okay. That argument ended up becoming something else. Like, instead of dies to Vraska's Contempt, it was like, does it only die to a Vraska's Contempt? Like, will this actually tax their Vraska's Contempts? Will this actually force them to use their Vraska's Contempts? And the answer in, like, our last meta was yes, and that was like, all of the decks were built around how can you tax their Vraska's Contempt so that when you finally slam the next threat, that it sticks and they don't have a way to, like, deal with it. So it was just play a ton of creatures that, like, only died to Vraska's Contempt. And I don't know. I don't really want to go back to a 4 of Vraska's Contempt world, but I think we're, like, being pushed out of that and into, a sacrifice world or something like that. We're going to have a lot of just Niv Mizzet setting on the battlefield, just this one big dude, or these Carnage Tyrants where, you're playing the Niv Mizzet deck, and all you can do is sweep the board, but you've got a Carnage Tyrant, in front of you, and there's not a lot you can do about it. So, by the way, what do I think about Kapala in a Merfolk sideboard? Will he ever see play? Okay, so Kapala is like make them pay 1 or 2 more for every spell that would target a Merfolk you control, or target you, right? Stream Decker, really? Really? I'm gonna freeze my stream. I'm trying to pull up this Stream Decker thing. Okay. Stream Decker. Alright, you got... Let's look at this man's deck real quick. It's community night. I'm chilling. We're just gonna do this. Alright, so we've got some Karn. We've got Karn. We've got... make sure I'm not losing frames. We're good, right? Alright, Joshua Vest, Demon Lord Belzenlock. I don't like this card. I mean, it's fine, but I don't like it. I got better ways to spend 6 mana. Niv Mizzet Perun, Golden Mise, Mastermind's Acquisition. We're playing that in the last deck tonight. I hate Mastermind Acquisition decks. I just really do. I hate taking, like, 4 mana off to go get the one card that I need. Ritual of Soot. I love that, though. That'll buy you enough time to get into some Mastermind's Acquisition. Moment of Craving. Can we get bigger? There we go. Is that a little bit better, guys? Maybe one more. There we go. Moment of Craving. I think this is a great card right now. Vraska's Contempt, Discovery Dispersal, Sideboard. Oh, wait. Main board. Treasure Maps. Chromatic Lantern. It's horrible. I get it, though. I mean, it's just all swamps and Cabal Stronghold. So, Chromatic Lantern. 4 Chromatic Lanterns kind of, like, necessary. This deck's stupid. Ali Antrazi, you're a madman, dude. You're a madman. I get that it's like a mono black deck. But you it's like, hey, I want to play Niv Mizzet in my mono black deck. Okay. Sure. No problem. Just run Chromatic Lantern. What is this deck? This is an Ali Antrazi, just like masterpiece. That's all it is. Like, it's an Ali Antrazi masterpiece. You encountered this deck once on X-Mage. It's chromatic black. Alright, so the deck is 22 swamps and 3 Cabal strongholds, right? So you make a ton of black mana, and then you actually tap all your swamps for colored mana off of your Chromatic Lantern. You tap your Chromatic Lantern for a mana of any color. Therefore, you can cast, your Niv-Mizzets. You can cast, your Dispersals. In the sideboard, after you spend all the black mana to go get your Mastermind's Acquisition, you go get the Zakama. You spend all your swamps to pay for the Zakama. There's not enough artifact hate in standard right now to stop something like this. So if you were ever looks inconsistent, looks like super consistent, man. Like there's two cards in the entire like main board that it can't cast. Looks super consistent. I don't get inconsistent. Like this deck's going to sweep the board, right? So sweep, play, Karn, so I can start digging. If I'm not sweeping or just killing things with Moment of Craving or Vraska's Contempt, then I'm just going to dig for my Chromatic Lantern with my Discovery Dispersals or my Karn. And then once I get my Chromatic Lantern down, I am going to Mastermind's Inquisition and cast a Niv-Mizzet. Like it looks super consistent. It's got one real game plan. Like, just get Niv-Mizzet. Even Demon Lord Belzenlock is just really there to go get Niv-Mizzet. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card, then put that card into your hand. If the card's converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat the process. I don't know. Seems good. Seems good. Looks like one of those Ali decks that only works on his streams. Right. That's exactly what this is. This is, you have to be the builder of this monstrosity to play it, but cool deck nonetheless. Alright, we've got another cool deck right here in front of us. Got some cards that I bet you have forgotten about because we haven't seen them much lately because Kaladesh rotated out and we lost all the good artifacts. That's right, lost all the good artifacts. So we are left with not so good artifacts, like 4 mana 7/7s that untap at the end of turn, so they virtually got vigilance, gaining life every turn, and just little dudes that gave us +1/1 counters on our other dudes, or that ability to turn those little dudes into 5/5s, right? We just lost all of that stuff. That stuff's not in standard anymore. Like, you can't just turn your artifacts into 5/5s and beat people in the face with them. Oh, wait a minute. You guys get the idea, right? That's what we're going to do. Okay, so we've got Risk Factor to be able to draw some additional cards. A bunch of, we've been Explosive Apparatus. Alright, that's the goal here. We want to turn Explosive Apparatus into a 5/5 and beat somebody in the face. Demon Lord gets like 4 to 5 cards at a time. I bet. But that also means, if you've been taking a little bit of a beating, but, whatever. The artifacts we do have aren't terrible. Just not as nearly as good as Kaladesh, right? I mean, the Weatherlight is not Heart of Kirin. The Weatherlight is not, Smuggler's Copter. But the Weatherlight is not bad. It's not. Whenever it deals damage, whenever the Weatherlight deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a historic card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Does require 3 power to crew, and that part scares me. 3 power to crew. Well, I guess if you have this, you got a 5/5, you crew with a 5/5, you swing for 4, you lose 1 point of damage, but you get to gain a card. So, whatever. Seems good. Zahid. Do you guys remember Zahid? Oh man, we used to do some work with Zahid. Yeah, good card. Good card. I got Jorah, so when we cast Historics, we can draw cards. Seems good. I like this card. I like Jorah. All right, let's take a look at the sideboard. What do we have to play with? What toys do we have here? More artifacts. Sorcerer's Spyglass, right? Because that'll stop Teferi. Silent Gravestone. I just want to say something to everyone. If you're not playing Planeswalkers in your deck, highly consider, just chill, just hang with me for a moment here. Highly consider the Immortal Sun, okay? Just saying, it's a pretty good card. Alright, negate. Negate, lava coil, like, all this stuff. I'm not a real fan of hijack, but, you know, if we can be aggressive, then this will be good. Rekindling Phoenix, this is great against the, like, the Izzet Drake stacks. So, like, lava coils and Rekindling Phoenix and, like, finishing someone off with a big old Banefire. That seems great. M19 Tezzeret goes in here 100% in your opinion. Probably. You probably do want M19 Tezzeret. I like Tezzeret. You sold your Immortal Suns? Well. Jorah and Nib should have gotten Sparks, but, I mean, then wouldn't have gotten Raw. Plus, that's what probably pushed Nib over the moon. Right, well, I want Nib to get a Spark. I think it's time that Nib, like, lights his Spark for, like, our third set. Nib needs to, like, ignite his Spark. We need to get a Nib Planeswalker. And then, even though we get to leave Ravnica and all these things behind, from time to time, we get to visit old Nib Mizzet. Man, look at that. Poet and didn't even know it. Alright, so let's go play some games here with our Izzet Historic deck. Seems like fun. You guys ready? What about Azor's Gateway? I don't know. What about Azor's Gateway? Hold on a minute. I'm going to run and grab a drink. I will be right back. I'm going to crank the music up and see you guys in a moment. Back in a flash. Alright, we're back. Come back to a blank screen. Oh no, not a blank screen. Shots. Shots for everybody. This is not bad. I'll keep. Like, the question is, like, do we just save the Fountain of Renewals? Like, do we have to just start slamming them on turn 1 or 2? Like, if we can get, like, Vance's Blasting Cannon down and then start playing Fountain of Renewals after that, seems good. Like, we're really going to be able to beat this control deck if we can flip Vance's Blasting Cannons. I think I'm going to go for it. Alright, so this would untap any artifact. Usually cast them right away. And we're going against the control deck. Like, if we can resolve Vance's Blasting Cannons and then cast the Fountain of Renewals, we actually flip it. I mean, the card advantage would be good too, but burning them for 3 sounds really good. We get to scry here though. That seems good. Capillanary Storm. When do we need that? So we go. We need that on turn 5. Yeah. Like, I don't think, like, in every opening hand I would try to do, like, just slamming them. But I think in this particular opening hand, I think that's where I want to be. And it works out really well because, like, we make him, like, worry about this 5/5 right here, right? Like, he has got to either kill the 5/5 or reduce it back down to, you know, a manageable number by killing the skilled animator. We don't tap the skilled animator, so he doesn't get to, like, seal away or something. If he spends his mana this turn, we resolve Vance's blasting cannons next turn. Turn after that, we have Fountain of Renewal. We do need to hit another land to, like, guarantee that we do all the flipping, but all right. So he's just going to kill the creature. Okay. And there's the Lannery Storm. So we're going to go for the Vance's Blasting Cannon, see if this resolves. Like, if he's got Essence Scatter, then we're doing alright. Oh, he's got Negate. He just had Negate. Alright. That was unfortunate. I really wanted that to resolve. Main board Negate, though. Oh, and he got rid of another Negate. That's great. That's just great. Wonder if we can resolve a draw Weatherlight, Captain? Maybe. We might get lucky. I mean, he can't cast it down. He doesn't have another black mana. We haven't tapped it yet. What can you kill it with? Chemist's Insight. He's going to draw some cards. This may turn out well for us anyway. Looks like it might. Let's draw some cards. Captain Lannery Storm. Draw a card. There's the land. Play land for the turn. Sparring Construct. Draw a card. Another land. Fountain of Renewal. Draw a card. Another land. A lot of land. We're getting a lot of land. I don't think it's worth it to swing with Jorah. Just don't. Yes, Alliance is at the end of January. We normally have like a release in what? October, January, like first of like Aprilish, or May, early May, and then like July or something like that. It's for a year. Like, do we spend this treasure to? You know what? No, I'm gonna save the last one for untapping Thraxos. Dawn of Hope. Ooh, we made a dude. No swings with said dude. Alright, gain some life. Let's look at the top card before we try to draw, right? I mean, let's get a little information. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. So, few swings. He's gonna make another dude. Alright. That is fine. Like, if he puts both in front of Captain Lantern Storm, I'm okay with that. Alright. So he takes 2, goes to 8. We play Thraxos. He doesn't have the mana to use his Dawn of Hope triggers. Well, that's right, he gains life from the life linkers, so he stays at 10. Alright, Thraxos. And since he's tapped out, this is like the perfect time to play the Weatherlight, so I'm going to. So we'll just go ahead and play the Weatherlight, draw another card. And we had to swing with Captain Lantern Storm there to make enough mana to be able to play the Weatherlight this turn. So there's another Zephyrian Void, which means we get to look at the top card of our library before we cast the Fountain of Renewal next turn. Probably going to wait until after we've swung with the Weatherlight. We can start crewing with Jorah. It's pretty good. Alright, I like where this is going. Your favorite legend is doing work. What? Do I have Spyglass in the side? Yes, there are 2 Spyglass in the side of this deck, James. Well, the deck's definitely putting pressure down. I mean, I'm a little bit worried. Now I'm like really not worried. Aiden! Historic for the win. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you very much, sir. Like, how much do we swing with here? I know I want a crew, right? So let's say I just know that I want a crew. Like, if I'm willing to risk anything here, I think I risk Thraxos and the Weatherlight. Like, that's enough to be lethal, and he has to answer something. Alright, so we kind of figured it was settle the wreckage. So we'll thin our deck. And then risk factor, risk factor. I can actually Zephyrian Void first, so I can know what's on top. Really scare the hell out of our opponent by... Oh man, that'd be great on top, right? I mean, it doesn't like help us kill the opponent, but it gives us another card on top of the other cards. Just churn right through. I'll leave it on top, it's fine. Let's risk factor. Let's see what we can get. Choose target opponent. That one. That guy right there. Yeah, the one that looks like Jace, the Mind Sculptor. Yeah, that dude. Wow, he gave it to us. He's like, you know what? You can have that mess. So, we'll take that mess. Oh, another Sparring Construct. We just want to draw like a ton of cards. And keep the last 2 so that we can anticipate. Actually get a card that's not a land. But we put a bunch of threats down. I still don't think I swing with Jorah. Like, I kind of even hate turn her sideways. Because it means, like, cast down could get her. I still got this one Fountain Renewal I just haven't cast. Haven't needed to, right? Yeah, there was a punt there. I should have cast Anticipated in a turn. Steam vents. We don't want that. Let's put that on the bottom. Let's look for something else. There's another Jorah. Another steam vents. Another skilled animator. Skilled animator seems good, right? I like skilled animator here. Skilled animator. That guy. That one right there. That dude. Yeah, him. I pick you, Pikachu. Anticipate promo is cooler. My bad. Oh, I didn't want to swing with Jorah. I guess it doesn't really matter here. If he has settle, then he has settle. He's digging for it. He's got settle mana up. Voroska's Contempt. Oh man, does he have to deal with the... Does he have to kill the Sparring Construct? Or does he kill the Skilled Animator and just take the extra one? Ooh, decisions. He's still taking a ton here. I mean, he's gaining 2 off the Voroska's Contempt, but... I mean, it's still 5 points of damage. It's not bad. Like, I could draw a card from the Fountain of Renewal. Or I could just anticipate and dig deeper. I think I'll anticipate. You knew that he'd get Contempt, right? Instead of Settle. I'm glad he got Contempt. Settle would have been so bad. Oh, it would have been a nightmare. That's not that great either. I'm not that happy about Teferi as a hero. I mean, we still have a risk factor to throw at him. Like, we've still got a ton of card draw. Like, where's our Niv Mizzets? He's historic. May I find you in Contempt? In Contempt, I sir. Sideboardmtg, I'm going to leave you all with an earworm before you go. Uh-oh. You want to drop a little birdie in our ear? Set a little birdie on our shoulders? What do you got for us there, sir? Ooh, see, that's good. That's a combo. Oh my goodness. Kajarlar. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. Gonna take a Steamkin to run away from you. There's nothing that Thousand Year Storm ever could do. A Notion rain down Ravnica. What? It was too much for me. I can't take it. It was just too much. Alright, so it's a good time to cast it. Like, we've got enough mana to do like all the things. So yeah. Play a land. Let's draw another card. And we still do the risk factor. Man, just the amount of cards we're drawing. This is ridiculous. There's a sigh. Oh man, that looks good. How big is Teferi? Teferi's at 5. I mean, let's just pray Teferi didn't dig him out of the hole. Like, Teferi wasn't enough. Right? Sometimes you just gotta hope. He hasn't had an answer to all this stuff in the past couple turns. I mean, why have an answer now? Now risk factor is like 100%. Oh man, I didn't even think about it. I could pick the treasure map. Could have used treasure map, but I only want to use treasure map. Well, I could have use the treasure map, activate the treasure map again, still cast the risk factor. Holy cow, I missed that. Yeah, like we could have like just untapped treasure map right there. I don't know what we would have done with all the mana, but dig for your answers, good sir. He found a settle the wreckage. So we give him like Thraxos, skilled reanimator. Ooh, that's what I wanted to kill somebody with. Is the explosive apparatus. I guess I don't need this mountain, right? Nicholas Perkins, thank you for subscribing. Jeez. Okay, so he used the Bruscus Cannon. We know he's got to settle the wreckage. We know there's a settle up there. There's a Teferi. Like, where do I put this? Let's just make it like itty bitty bitty bitty. We know he's got settle. Come on, Magic. Quit. Quit, Magic. We could draw so much here. I think we play the Sidemaster Thopterus, right? Swing with the skilled reanimator. What's he doing here? Like, what are we waiting on, opponent? Cleansing Nova gets me. Cleansing Nova does get me. Cleansing Nova gets me hard. Like it. Oh man, I said that. I said that. Cleansing Nova, it gets me. There's no going back. That was live. Oh man. Steam vents? No, we don't need that. Alright. Sidemaster Thopterus. It's another historic, so we draw more cards. Untap Thraxos. Like, how much do we actually have to swing with? Right, we know he has Settle. So that's his... This will be fine. Alright, we go Skilled Reanimator. Skilled Reanimator. Thraxos? Sure. So now, if he doesn't settle, he's at 1. I really should have sent like one more thing. Alright, so settle the wreckage. We get 3. We ain't got 3. We just have the 1. Just the 1. Okay, so Voltaic Servant. We've got 19 cards left in the deck. Make a Thopter. Jara has just been doing work. We're about to draw Karn. I hope so. Is there Karn in the deck? Is there Karn in this deck? Let's go Treasure Map. There's a Skilled Reanimator. Okay, we might do it, boys. We might kill them with an explosive apparatus. All right, so we got to play it so it doesn't have summoning sickness. All right, I can't tap. I can't tap anymore. Another Fountain of Renewal. All right, so I'm gonna go Treasure Map. Treasure Map. And with that one on the stack, I'm going to activate Treasure Map. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to Field of Ruin Sure, I'm gonna float that. Okay, cool. Yeah, there are 2 cards. Alright. So, treasure map activation. Ooh. Here we go. Gabriel Lewis, thank you very much. I'll leave that on top. Activate this one. Still gonna leave it on top. We'll do it again. There. We got all of our activating done and out of the way. Oh wow, I could have activated this one another time. Yeah. Okay, so that one activation didn't even have to go to treasure. Man, this deck's crazy. Artifact. Okay, so they do if they're going to be a creature. Like, you see the summoning sickness being... Creature artifacts do... Like, they can't attack, but they can tap. Alright? If it's a creature with a tap ability, it still has summoning sickness. So yes and no, Grounded Flagon. But I get where you're coming from, dude. He's got another Settle the Wreckage. We need reach. We need a way to do damage from beyond. We're going to draw our whole deck. Antiquities War. Sure. All right. I don't know where. I don't know where to go. Skip over Karns? You don't have the option. What does Karn do for us? Make like a 50-50? I don't know. Like a really... He summons like Maj? Like, what's her name? We get like a 20-20? How big would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Plus it would be 19. I could play something else. I could have a 20-20. Yeah. I got dudes. What do you need dudes for? You got dudes. He makes a 20-20. That's what he makes. He flips Dark Depths. Gideon's Reproach. This is why I wanted to actually swing with more dudes, so he couldn't get away with some bullcrap like that. We're gonna deck ourselves. Sure. I don't know what to do. I mean, he got rid of the Psy, Master Topter, so there's not a lot we can do there. Alright. It's not like I need to, like, draw cards. Anyone see your last message? No. Said, your last message said, I just... That's all I seen. Here, this thing. And then that thing. I could have untapped the Thopters. Maybe that would have been smarter. More efficient, right? We need to get rid of some stuff. Sure. You posted a new deck on Reddit. Cool. Treasures make 5/5s too? They do, but like I wanted to. Like, I actually probably shouldn't have done anything with this. I probably should have left this as my little bitty bit of reach. Sure, dude. Take whatever you want. Pick something. Oh, look, treasure map. Right. Because I've got 12 cards in my library. Like, I have to... If I can't kill you with what's on the battlefield right now, then I probably can't kill you. We gotta make him fire Settle off, though. Although Settle right now is so good because we've got no basics left in the deck. So, yeah. Sure. Sure. We're swinging with a few. Too many for him to just, like, get away with attacking, right? Or getting away with just, like, removing a couple of the attackers. Like, he has to use his Settle here. Okay, so he can block this, gain 1, or gain 1. Okay. Kind of like where this is going. We might have gotten there. You still Settle? What is he targeting? We got there. We got there! The opponent messed up, and we get to kill him with a 5/5 explosive apparatus. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. He's gonna pay life, draw a card. Any target. Sack it. Woo! Yeah! Wow! Oh, tap more. Oops. Oh, okay. Well, we had 2 damage of reach there. So... I said we would kill him with a 5/5 explosive apparatus, okay? I said we'd do it. Whatever. We have behind time though, so like we got 5 minutes left. We can play a game. Let's go Rekindling Phoenix, Banefire, Spyglass. We'll call some stuff. All right, what can we get rid of? You need to get rid of a bunch of cards. Fountain of Renew. So there's 4 gone. What are the 3? Fire Cannonade can come out. Gosh, I don't know what to take out. Explosive apparatus. We couldn't have done it without it. It was the MVP. We just couldn't get there. Sparring Construct. Voltaic Servant. We'll just, I don't know. I'd rather have Voltaic Servant than Sparring Construct. Alright, I'll go like that. Zahid, nah. I think Zahid will be fine. Zahid will be a good enough threat that like we just place Zahid and then like we swing it and they have to answer Zahid. So, hand's not horrible. I'll keep. We don't have a lot going on turn 2. I mean, I could technically turn 3 Sorcerer Spyglass and be happy about that. We're on the draw, so keeping this hand's fine. So yeah, this hand works great, and then like drawing the steam vents off the top just made everything so much better. Alright, dude. Take my card. Go for it. He's looking at 2 Sorceress' Spyglasses going, oh, man. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Ooh. I'll keep that on top. Let's slam a Spyglass. Look what we found. His name is Tezzeret. Tezzeret Artifice Master. Alright, so we're going to name Tezzeret, and then with the next one we'll name Teferi, and then we just have to dodge I guess we still need to draw some more cards though, right? We'll just name Teferi here. Oh, he's going to negate it. He's like, no, I don't think so. So the opponent drew a negate. And I wiped the cards. He's got some settles, though. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. Oh, man. This is so risky. I guess we just do it like this. I wanted to play Skilled Reanimator and like open up his Tezzeret, but that doesn't seem good. So we'll go this route. I hate one negate already. Alright. I want to play this Skilled Reanimator and like get into this Tezzeret, but Tezzeret will create so many. He didn't get lands either, and he just scooped. Again, we're making him scoop. Well, I'm not even going to worry about another game because we spent so much time in that first game. Like, I think you all got a good look at exactly what this deck does. It went off like that. That was definitely going off if it happened. Construct Thud, right? There you go. There you go. High level gaming. He level gaming. He wait a minute. He, what? He level rod. Hevel rod. Hevel Rod Gaming. Or Hev Elrod. Man, I don't even know how to... What's up, dude? HR, welcome. Hevel Rod Gaming. Yeah, I'm just going to call you HR. What's up, Albatross? How you doing, man? Control players don't like it when you control them. No, they don't. By the way, no Storm the Vault. Right? That's a card. That's a card I've been wanting to play with. Storm the Vault is just awesome. It's a great card. Like, it seems a little bit hard to make go off, but awesome looking card. Just getting all that like, mana advantage and everything else. It's just being able to make a ton of mana for your artifacts. Seems really good. Storm the Vault. I forget exactly how it reads. Storm the Vaults. Alright. So it's the Vault of Catlacan. It'll make a mana of any color, or it'll add 1 blue mana for each artifact you control. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 5 or more artifacts, transform. So you need 5 artifacts to flip it, which probably ain't that hard if you can kind of control some stuff. And then when you flip it, it starts tapping for 5 mana. That seems good. Seems pretty good. You did use a Thud. Thud seems good. Okay. The historic deck. Man, I kind of like everything you got going on. I don't like Sparring Construct, but I understand you need some 1 mana artifacts. What other 1 mana artifacts are in Standard right now that would be playable? Are there any? Are we just like that short on artifacts right now? Let's look. What good artifacts do we have? Blood, Tallow, Candle. You might get away with some Mox Ambers in this deck. What about 0 mana artifacts? You got Mox Amber. It's like it. It's the only one in standard right now. Mox Amber, and then like you go some Blood Tallow Candles. I don't think anybody wants that, but I mean you pay 6 mana and sacrifice it, and target creature gets -5/-5. 6 mana Dismember. Let's do it, right? Fountain of Renewal, Navigator's Compass. Don't run Navigator's Compass. Friends don't let friends run Navigator's Compass. Sentinel Totem's not bad, but you know you got the Silent Gravestone in the graveyard or in the sideboard, which is a little bit harder. I mean, it costs 4 mana to be able to sacrifice it, but you do get to draw a card when you sack it. This one you scry when it comes into the battlefield. Silent Gravestone does something while it's sitting there. So, equipments count as artifacts. They do, like the Prying Blade. It's still an artifact. Yep. And it'll make treasures when the dude hits. So, might not be a bad idea. But you still need to be able to put it on something. Like Sparring Construct's good for that. Short Sword's not bad. I mean, 1 mana to equip, 1 mana to cast it, 1 mana to equip it. You guys can't see Short Sword. Short Sword just gives it +1/+1. And then what else we got? All right, so there's Silent Dart, which is pay 4 and sack it. And it'll deal 3 damage to target creature, but I actually like the Explosive Apparatus better. I mean, yeah, it's only 2 damage to anything, but whatever. Sorcerer's Wand. This might not be bad. Like a Sorcerer's Wand might not be bad. Well, we've got Traveler's Amulet. We don't have Renegade Map, but we have Traveler's Amulet. You don't have to tap it. You actually got to pay 1, like, so it's not quite as good, but it doesn't come in tapped either. So like you can just sack it, and anytime like artifacts dying matters, then this is really good. But as far as like other 1 mana creature artifacts, that's it. Like that's it. Our only 1 mana creature artifact in all of standard right now is a Sparring Construct. It's heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking. What's up, Rush? Says Albatross. How you feeling, Albatross? Says Rush. Pretty good, says Albatross. This is so sad. Yeah, it is sad. Like Sparring Construct being our only one. Azor's Gateway is not bad though. Like, I like the card. I think Treasure Map's better, but I like the card. Alright, well, that's our Izzet historic deck. We're going to move on to the Mirari Conjecture. Grixis Conjecture. Mirari. There's no J, right? Mirari. What's up? What's up? Oh, I got a question for you guys. Did anyone watch the? You finally submitted your donation bonus deck. It's on the Reddit. All right, Kenneth, I will find it. This entire week, there's going to be nothing but devs decks and donation bonus decks and Patreon decks. So, if you haven't posted a Patreon deck for this month, then do so. Just message it directly to me on Patreon. So I'll have direct messages from each of you, not just like posting. And then as far as the other decks, I like if I owe someone a deck, I'll just keep asking for it. I've got most of them written down, but I think that there's 1 or 2 that have slipped past me, so I don't know. Anyway, I'll keep asking for it throughout the week, but we're gonna be playing a lot of subscriber decks this week. So, All right, so how did you guys like the way that I did the well, YouTube calls it a premiere, where you record a deck, you can, or record a video, you post the video, but the first time the video plays, like, you guys have live chat available, even though I wasn't there. Like, live chat's there, so you guys could all be there. If you guys like that, when I post decks in the future, I can have them like come out like that, so you guys can still like show up as chat and still have your communications and kind of sit there and pinpoint my punts, right, as a group, so you can beat up on me together, right? Anyway, you love the premiere videos? Awesome, awesome. I know that a lot of you guys like started, you know, talking in chat and stuff like that, but yeah, it was okay, but it froze real bad. Well, that was only the first video that froze. There were 2 other videos that come out like the next 2 nights, and from what I seen, those didn't freeze. So, but I did all 3 videos with different settings, so now I'm pretty sure, or in somewhat different settings. So I'm pretty sure I got it. I'm pretty sure I know where everything needs to be for now. So, you watched the Izzet one, didn't know you could chat. The Izzet Drake's deck, yeah, the Storm deck just froze. It froze. Like, the Storm deck froze, and the Dragon's deck. The Dragon's deck froze. The Storm deck, like, just, it was a little bit choppy, and then the Izzet Drake deck looked like it was fine. So I think that's going to be the settings I use, is the ones I did for the Izzet Drake deck. So, but watched it when chat would have been up. Like, you had to have been there like when it first went live to be in chat. Kind of like you have to be here live for it to go in chat. So, you really hope Deeproot Champion and Murmuring Mystic end up on the same list somewhere. Seems good. Oh, the deck itself, is that what you're talking about? Alright, alright. So you think it choked? Just like the Storm deck just choke up? Well, red deck. Like, we ran into red deck. I played a lot of that Storm deck, like, the night before, trying to record those, and I just kept losing and losing and losing. I was like, man, this is brutal. No one's going to want to watch this. And then I went ahead and I was like, alright, well, let's hit that record. Like, I kept hitting record, and then just, like, halfway through of just getting my butt kicked, I just turned the recording off. I was like, I'm done. Alright, let's try to get another game. We'll try again. So I kept retaking and retaking, like, hoping to get some at least, like, fun games where we could go off. Just couldn't get them. So I was like, you know what, that's kind of the point I might want to make with the Storm deck. Like, it's fun, and if it's one of those decks that you want to take to F&M because you're like, if I just one time I get this to go off, I'll feel happy. It's pretty good. So, been watching my videos and Numat's trying to build your own Storm deck. From everything I played with, I mission briefing. Like, I'm just all in on, like, I really like mission briefing. I tried a version of the deck that had Goblin Electromancer in it, and I kind of liked that version. I really did. I thought that it just made everything so much smoother. You get to run a lot more 2-mana spells and things like that, that it just feels good. So, yeah. Will you go upvote my deck on that Reddit? What? He will go downvote your deck. Like, if you ask Jeff Miles for a vote, he will go downvote it and be like, "Yep, I got you. I got you." Oh, just for you. Looks like Rush built something just for you, Jareth. All right, let's talk about this Mirari conjecture. Return target instant card from your graveyard to your hand. Second saga, or second lore counter, return a sorcery. And then the third, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you may copy it this turn. Alright. So, with the trigger on the stack, like to Until end of turn, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you may copy it. Like with that trigger on the stack, we can respond by blinking the Mirari's Conjecture back to our hand, and then we can play the Mirari's Conjecture and get back the blink, and then yeah, like you just like do a bunch of stuff. So no, we don't get to copy the blink, but we get the Mirari's Conjecture back, and then we can like get the blink back, and then we just get to doing things. So that's kind of the idea here. We just want to start rotating through some really good cards till we get to some infinite turns. Take some infinite turns, keep playing, blinking Mirari's Conjecture, keep drawing through our deck, keep taking more and more turns. That's the plan. Alright, we do have Mastermind's Acquisition, which means that we can jump over into the sideboard. We can pull out some craziness like, you know, Lich's Mastery. We can actually unmoored Ego, so that we can, you know, start looping through this, making this our sorcery, looping through and just ripping an entire deck apart. I know you guys are really going to like Unmoored Ego. Like, I don't know why you love cards like this, but yeah. What? About 3 miles from Kilo. Yeah, Kilo, that's me. Hi. Entrancing Melee. Omniscience. Omniscience. It's in the deck. What's the win con? The win con? We don't need a win con. What do you mean, what's the win con? You know, we don't need a win con. Jeff! Thank you for subscribing, Jeff. Did I miss one? Do we have somebody else? Henry Ford Jr. Thank you. Gabriel Lewis. Nicholas Perkins, and we've got a couple. Some slipping in on me. Thank you guys. Thank you all for subscribing. Alright, so WinCon. Well, we played the whole deck. We can do a bunch of things. We can take control of their stuff. We can Lich's Mastery and just kind of keep taking turns. Nezahal? Beat him to death with Nezahal? That'll work, right? Like once we have full control. So just gain like absolute control of the game. Nezahal. We don't need a win con. Win con. Psst. Fight with Fire copied. It's a really good win con. That's the main board win con anyway. Since like the deck is just all in on the Mirari Conjecture. Mirari. Since the deck's all in on Conjecture, we just wait to our copy turn and then bam, shoot them like that. That's pretty much it. Like, just go get something out of the sideboard. Just keep casting. Get full control, and then infinite turns with, you know, Nezahal, Fight with Fire. Pretty much Nezahal and Fight with Fire are only two ways of doing it, but that'll do it. James Carr, have a good one, buddy. Okay. MTG, what's up, buddy? Got a lot of people popping up. Dragon Lord, how are you, sir? Use that combo in your Bant token list that was played on here. Well, we're going to see if it works so well here in a Grixis. Oh, man, somebody else. The Kodaddy. DG. I want to say I've played DG. Diggy. Objection. Conjecture, Your Honor. I don't know why that was funny. It shouldn't have been funny. This is a bad hand. I don't like this hand. Yeah. If it's a creature deck we're against, this will be an okay hand. This will be fine. Oh, guess what? Not a creature deck. Well, pooey. I could have played anything. Anything. Does not matter. Now when we play this, the opponent thinks we just chop deck day land. Oh, man. That's right. Old Rush got married, ladies and gentlemen. He is some little lady's old man now. Yeah, right. Not old man, old man. There's a difference. Old man's your dad. Your old man is your old man. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Alright, ooh, we got a blink. Alright, now we can do things. I mean, I'm probably just gonna like Roscoe's Contempt. We're just gonna wait for him to play something good. Oh, he's got a dude and he's gonna beat us with it. Here we go. We're taking it. We're taking it. Any of y'all seen CGB's Infinite Polyraptor or follow his 7-win Color Pie series? It is some of your favorite recent content. I have not. I just recently subscribed to CGB. I haven't watched a ton of his content just because like YouTube hasn't started giving me notifications from him yet. Wow, our opponent just put so much stuff down. Wait, did we just Ritual of Soot here? I think I can take another hit. I really, really do. I think I just Vraska's Contempt. Let him add like something else to the battlefield. And then... Man, if he's got that pirate counter though, it's gonna suck so bad. I mean, it's not that bad, it's only 5. I'll kill the Captain Lantern Storm because it like technically represents a ton of damage. And it's an extra treasure which will turn into an additional card later. I don't want that either. So yeah, I'm just gonna Soot. Clean up the board a little bit. I mean, if he's got the counter for it, then he's got the counter for it. That's fine. Shout out. What? Did I see that shout out from Dev? What? Did Dev give me another shout out? I have not watched much Magic this weekend, guys. I have been more about Thanksgiving and family and hanging out with friends and family and eating food than I have been about playing with cardboard or digital cardboard. So you guys will have to forgive me in my lack of playing Magic this weekend. But no, I did not see his content as any of Dev's recent content. Matter of fact, I was going to pull that stuff tonight and start getting ready for Dev's deck tomorrow. So I'll check it out. But he gave me a shout out. That's awesome. All right, so we get a Vraska's Contempt back. So I mean, yeah, I do need to like blink this Vanquisher's banner at some point, but I'll wait because we got our Majority's Conjecture going on. I'm kind of okay with like all of this. All right, Siren Lookout. I mean, like, if he just floods his hand, like, just drops everything. All right, so it explores. He reveals another Vanquisher's banner, which he could cast, right? Like, Discovery Dispersal would be so good. Alright, so now we return the sorcery. And then we play... We don't have anything in the graveyard right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I'm going to hold control. Play Majority's Conjecture. We'll let that resolve. What? The triggers... Whatever. I wanted that to resolve, and I was going to put Moment of Craving, like, with that trigger on the stack. I guess there was nothing in the graveyard for it. Okay, so I might have... I might have butchered that just a little bit. Alright, well, fine. Fine, fine, fine. It'll be okay. Like, can he even, like, add more stuff to the battlefield? The other Vanquisher's banner? Turn Storm Tamer, draw 2 cards. Storm Tamer is a monster. Now, it's only if it targets you or a creature you control, right? Sure. Alright, so put that on the stack. Put that on the stack. Put that on the stack. How much do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll bounce the Mirari conjecture. And then play Steam Vents. No, we don't need to pay for the life. And then we will... Like, do I even... Like, I don't Moment of Craving, right? A Ritual of Soot? Then we just start over next turn with Mirari's Conjecture again? I mean, yeah, it's copied for, like, no value. We got another one going off next turn. And we can just let that one go away. And then double blink. I guess. I don't know. Gotta go. See you next Sunday. Well, we'll be streaming like every day this week, so you don't have to wait till Sunday. You have to chop the left. Expansion, Explosion, Ionize, Sinister Sabotage, Lava Coil, Disdainful Stroke. I love all of those cards. I love all of those cards. Immortal Sun. Oh, what a thing. What a thing. There we go. That's a card. Yeah, this is worth copying. We make him pick up like a 5 mana and a 6 mana spell. And then he's got a discard too. So, like, discard's probably just going to be like land, or something else, but I don't know. But either way, it has to be the Immortal Sun and a Vanquisher's Banner, because it's his most expensive 2 cards. So he got rid of a Fathom Fleet Captain, and then... Oh, he's going to flash in a Direfleet Poisoner just to draw some more cards here. I ain't scared. I'll take the extra. I'll take the extra life. Alright. Bounce it back to my hand. Would suck if he had to recast that Immortal Sun, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that would cost him his entire turn to return it. There you go. We just like need to buy time. That's all this deck's about. Just buying time. We'll take the blink of an eye, which I'm going to bounce the Immortal Sun now. And then next turn I'll just cast Mirari's Conjecture again. And we'll get back Discovery Dispersal. I guess. Right, like, we just keep bouncing Mirari's Conjecture, bouncing his stuff, bouncing Mirari's Conjecture, bouncing his stuff, and buying time until we get enough land to start doing some really serious stuff. Plus, we need to draw down to Fight with Fire and get to 9 mana. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Need a Banefire. Like, he's spinning Fathom Fleet Captain. Alright, so we're going to return the Discovery Dispersal, play land, tapped, Mirari's Conjecture, get back Blink of an Eye, save the Blink of an Eye, maybe? Yeah, I think I'll just cast Discovery. Ooh, Notion Rain. When do we want the land? So we can go Graveyard top and just go ahead and get the land now. And now we've got the Notion Rain in the graveyard as a sorcery if we want to get that. We just got to pray that our idea of like what we've got going on is stronger than what he's got going on. Yeah, but we're taking 4 here. He's got some big dudes. Technically, we're only taking 2 because we're going to blast it. Another Vanquisher's Banner. Okay, well, now it's 5, so we're taking 3. If he does cast like more creatures, though, we get to go Ritual of Soot. Phyrexian Scriptures. Okay, so he turns one of them into an artifact. Ouch, opponent. Not cool. Alright, so we got a sorcery back. Rigging Runner. I think I actually just want the Discovery Dispersal. And then we will cast Blink here. So we blink that. We double up on spells. We're going to return Discovery Dispersal to hand. We will Vraska's Contempt. And then another Vraska's Contempt on the Fathom Fleet Captain. Like, I don't even know why he played this without, like, haste. It's just going to die next turn anyway. But I'm still going to take the opportunity to, like, gain the additional life. And then we can go land tapped, cast Discovery, copied. I mean, we're still at 13 life. We're not dead. Masterminds. Alright, so we 100% want that. We can put this into the graveyard. We get a Masterminds. Cast down's not bad. Vraska's Contempt's not horrible either. So we go put into the graveyard. This would be a good like kill spell, right? We can leave that on top. Draw it. Pass. All right. So next turn we play Mirari's Conjecture. Alright, so he could draw off the Immortal Sun. The Turtling Grixis deck. You hate this deck? We're still at 13. We're not dead. We're not dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Captain Lanare Storm. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a 5/5 with haste. It's pretty good. This deck's free range chicken for sure. It's out there, man. It is out there. I thought it would be the kind of thing that some of you guys would like to see, so this was my pick for this week. I was like, this is a sweet deck. Like, this deck's sweet. Even though I hate this card. This deck's sweet. Like when... Oh no! Oh no! We're just dead! Buccaneers Bravado. I hope Tier 1 Jank's watching this crap. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains double strike until end of turn. Yeah. Oh no, not like it. Oh man. Alright, I'll take out Divination. Golden Demise is probably great. Start of Extinction is probably not that bad. If we get there, right? Golden Demise is probably exactly what we want. Duress, nah. I think we can go get it if we need it. Entrancing Melody is probably going to be okay. Take out a Notion Rain. Mnemonic Betrayal. Exile all cards from all opponents' graveyards. You may cast those. You may cast cards. Cast those cards this turn. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast those spells. At the beginning of your next end step, if any of the remaining exiled card... What? Oh, just put them back in their graveyard. Alright, so I exile their graveyard. I can cast spells in their graveyard till end of turn, and then at the beginning of the next end step, anything I didn't cast goes back in the graveyard. Alright, fair enough. Okay. What? That's what I deserve? Ah, damn you, Rush. I don't deserve that. Okay. I wish it didn't exile itself. Me too. This way you could keep just going through it. Captain Jack Sparrow. Alright. Tricky, tricky. What a horrible pirate. I always thought it was funny. They always said, you know, he was such a horrible pirate, like, as he was, like, going from rafter to rafter, like, I don't know. It was a good Disney movie. I like Pirates of the Caribbean, and my wife thought Johnny Depp was cute in his makeup, so. I guess we're just going to be, like, digging with Discovery Dispersal. It doesn't look horrible. I like Captain Morgan better than I do Captain Jack. I don't know. Just something about Captain Morgan, like, really puts me in the mood, you know? I mean, Captain Morgan's good, but the Kraken is better. Oh, man. I want it, but just go in the graveyard so that it just goes back in the library. Like, I don't want it right now, so I'm going to put it in the graveyard, which will put it in the back of the library. I don't want this right now, but I might want it later, so it's like, you want a frozen banana? No, but I might want a regular banana later, so yeah. Mitch Hedberg, everybody. If you do not know who Mitch Hedberg is, who Mitch Hedberg was, we lost him. He was a great monotone comedian. One of the greats. You know, one of those one-liner guys. Well, I'll go ahead and get my red source out, but we have got to find another black source or we're dead. They'll run over us if we don't find another black source. Oh my goodness. I guess we can use it. Fight with fire. That's what we were looking for last game. Fight with fire, double it, burn him out. What's up for the Horde? How you doing? Anthony Elwood Congratulations on the shout out from Dev in his latest video. I deserve it. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've got to go watch his latest video. I've been busy with Thanksgiving stuff, so I just haven't done a lot of Magic. Like, I just haven't. And Magic comes and goes like that. Like, sometimes you got to take a little break and, you know, and go, hey, I'm going to do some other stuff. But, you know, Thanksgiving was here, and we had some traveling, had some family to go see, and stuff like that. So, a long time no see for the Horde. A wild for the Horde appeared. Congratulations for the Horde. You've become a Pokemon. Jareth Miles. Quanti duplicate. What is this? Oh, this is crazy. That's cast down. That's not bad. I can deal with that. Like, we could be like fight with fire and cast down. Seems like crap, right? Let's see what he's got. We can stop some damage here with the cast down. I would kind of like to just, like, if he plays something that's summoning sick, just maybe bounce it. Draw a card. I really just want to draw a card. Like, drawing a card seems so good to me right now. I'm taking it. Just really want to draw a card. Oh, we're in the end step. I'm drawing a card. I'm going to try to draw a card. Bounce the 2/2. Let me draw a card. Let me have a card. Alright. Hey, let me have a card. It was Watery Grave. That's right. Watery Grave. Nope. Not paying for it. I'm going to feel real bad if he goes Captain Lannery Horde. Or Lannery Storm. I don't know. If he goes Captain Lannery Storm, we bounce the Captain Lannery Storm, and then he gets down a Rigging Runner. Which is fine. Right? Okay, so now he could get down something like something else. So he goes Captain Lannery Storm, we bounce. He can't recast it. Yeah. So we kind of bite him on mana this turn, but he does get a 2/2 Rigging Runner back, which is just where he was a couple turns ago, and we don't lose a lot for it. Mastermind's Acquisition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another fight with fire. He didn't even do it. Like, he's just worried about that Majority's Conjecture so bad. And he just refused. Like, he just wants to. Fine. Counter this. Pokeballs could be like bags of holding. Nuh-uh. Because you put your Pokeballs into the belt or into the computer, which is in like an infinite storage space. And you know, everybody knows that you can't put, you know, a extra dimensional item inside of another extra dimensional item. The Pokemon would just go flying through all the realms of Magic and D&D and the Wizards of the Coast. Like, they'd end up on like the Sword Coast, man. Like, it wouldn't be nowhere near Pallet Town anymore. A Pokeception? It would be a Pokeception. It would be. Yeah, we had some fun. We had Madness's upgrade version of Mono Black, and then we had Izzet Historic that we almost drew out the whole deck. Oh man, it was crazy. Alright, so we've got a Ritual set next turn. Maybe he just plays out his hand here. I doubt it, but maybe. Like goes like Rigging Runner and then like copy a Rigging Runner for threats. And discards a card. I could get down on that. Phyrexian Scriptures? Really? Past turn, I mean, he draws a card and then all non-artifacts are destroyed. I don't think this was a good card to keep in against me. This card should have been gone. But, whatever. BT dubs! BT dubs. Friendly reminder to go check out the 3 decks you submitted on the Reddit. 2 resubs and a Journey to Eternity deck. That's cool. Alright, so we've got to get something back from the graveyard this turn. Because next turn... Phyrexian Scriptures? Whatever. That's brutal. It's just so brutal. We've got another Masterminds acquisition, so I'll just take the blink of an eye back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nah, we're not gonna get there. So yeah, we're gonna have to blink, recast Mirari's Conjecture, all of that other good stuff. All right, so there goes all the cards in our graveyard. Bye bye, poof, gone. Jareth left a while ago? Aw, bye Jareth. Jan might be right. The opponent has a randomly generated deck. Sure. Is that a thing? Can you get randomly generated deck? Can you have Jeebus make you, or RN Jeebus make you a deck? Man. That'd be cool. Alright. Graveyard, top, land, black source, ritual of soot, destroy the Thopters. He's got 1 card left in hand. He doesn't control 3 or more artifacts now, so zeroing Tezzeret doesn't like really do it for him. Next turn, we're going to go Blink of an Eye, Mirari's Conjecture. So he makes a Thopter. Alright. We're buying time. Alright, so... no, you know, I probably need those black sources. Not going to kick it. So, Blink of an Eye here. So now spells get copied. You know what? Let's not tap that red mana. Let's cast Discovery Dispersal and see about drawing some cards. Like, let's see what else is on the menu here. Vraska's Contempt is good. Nexus of Fate, not bad, but I'm not ready for Nexus of Fate yet, so I'll go ahead and throw that in the graveyard. I like the Contempt. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Moment of Craving is not bad either. Don't need the land this turn. I'll take the Moment of Craving. We'll play the land, play Vraska's Contempt. Vraska's Contempt on Tezzeret? Copy on the Thopter? I mean, if he's got counter spells, I mean, he's going to burn them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got to wait till the entire, like, the next fight with fire turn. There's a Lookout's Dispersal. Alright. He's going to save Tezzeret. Okay. I thought I should have copied him, like, targeted both. Like, just play it safe and just target Tezzeret with both. That's fine, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we're not dead. We're not dead. Why hasn't he slapped down a Siren Stormtrooper? Is there a Siren Stormtrooper? Is that a card? Okay. Phyrexian Scriptures. He's doing it again. Here we go. Alright, so there's a land. Oh, cancel. No, I can't kick it. I ain't got 2 red. Oh, crap. That's brutal. Alright. Mirari's Conjecture. We'll get back Vraska's Contempt. That's probably wrong, but whatever. We'll cast Vraska's Contempt on Teferi. We get rid of Teferi. The opponent's got 0 cards in hand. Unmoored Ego, that Galdong Scriptures, man. I'm not really worried about that Galdong Scriptures. Oh, you said Galdang, my bad. I read it wrong. Galdang. You must be from Texas. We say Galdong where I'm from. Galdong. No, that ain't that. That ain't right either. That ain't right either. Okay. Need to find a red source. I did not realize I needed a red source this badly. So, just casting Discovery Dispersal here. Looking for a red source. Not a red source. Put in the graveyard. Put on top. We're going to cast that too. Come on. Red source. Red source. Red source. Not a red source. Let's put that in the graveyard. We're going to put this in the graveyard as well because we already have one. That's not a red source. Damn it. Alright. Search for Iskanta. Still need a red source. Oh, come on. Moment of Craving on the Thopter. Gain some life, pass the turn. Alright. Need a red source. We'll have 0 cards, so like this scripture's gonna be a pain in the butt, but whatever. So we'll just search for Iskanta here. We're just gonna do this the hard way. Gonna do it the hard way. Can't cast that down if we want to. Kwanzaa Duplicate. Cast down. Wonder what would happen if I would have cast it down while the target was on the stack. Target's already been acquired, right? Or does he just like no longer have something to copy? Red source. Untap red source. Come on, Steam Vents. Steam Vents just one time. That's a golden demise. Put it in the graveyard. We don't want it. Yes! Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we pay for it. With the kicker. Kicked. Copied. Smothered, covered, and no counter. Right? Please no counter. Please don't have a counter. Yay! We win! Alright, game 3. Gee! What a deck! What a deck. Alright, I'm not changing anything. I'm running it back. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. You've won this way a few times this week. We had to go for it, right? Like, that was our turn. I'd already burned through too many of the blink of an eyes to... Like, there was no going back at that point. Like, if he had the counter, we would just beat. Yeah. Whatever. It worked. I'll take it. I'll take the win. The win. I really want to play the Omniscience. Omniscience. The counters are why you prefer Banefire. You know, that's understandable. Granted, I mean, you gotta have 11 mana to Banefire and 9 mana to be able to do this, but I get it. Like, no argument here. We can wipe the board if he tries to come out like quick. I mean, we just wham, whammy on you with our Ritual of Soot. So, I don't know. Might be really bad though. We'll find out. Like, we don't need Nexus of Fate. We don't want the blink of an eye right now. Like, right now we're looking to go, like, swamp into Discovery Dispersal. I mean, he might have a counter. Like, he blows a counter right here, and be like, alright, cool. We turned Discovery Dispersal into Duress and took a counter. Do we need another land? Need another blink of an eye, really? Graveyard. Top. I'll take another blink. Blink seems good. A trooper that can finally hit its target? What? Siren Stormtrooper. Tamer. Tame Trooper. Alright. There's the trooper. What a trooper he was. I actually love this card. This card's great. Heartless Pillage. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Raid. If you attacked with a... He makes a... Man. Fine, I get rid of Nexus. And... Blink of an eye. Wow. Just... Wow. Now play your Rigging Runner so you got some, like, threats. No? Okay. Alright, so we're going to dig some more. Because digging's cool. We need to find like a Majority's Conjecture so we can start some looping. There's another Nexus. We can put that in the grave. Vraska's Contempt's pretty good on top. Like, we need to get rid of the Siren Stormtrooper, Tamer, Trooper, Stormtrooper. We need to get rid of the Stormtrooper, but... Opponent's deck just needs Pirate's Pillage, right? Oh, man. All these pirates and they're not pillaging? What is wrong with them? So, for the Horde, have you noticed, like, how good it is in the meta right now? How good Pirate's Pillage is? Like, there's so many people playing Pirate's Pillage right now. So, just want to say, sir, you had faith in that card long before anyone I know had faith in that card. Oh, my goodness. Like, I may end up just bouncing his Phyrexian Scriptures. Fight with fire. Like, I expect to do that. I expect to bounce his Phyrexian Scriptures. so that he can't. Yeah. So he can't sweep my graveyard away. Like, it might actually be that important. Maybe. Just maybe. I'm gonna Tezzeret. Let me kill that. Definitely want to kill that. I need a Mirari's conjecture is what I need. Alright, so bounce. It makes another dude. I'm gonna pass. We're gonna give him a chance to counter it. Bounce the Phyrexian Scriptures? I think this is probably just bad. Dominaria should have given us a target historic terminate. Terminate target historic card. That would probably actually been a really, really good card. Like, because there's a lot of, like, that would destroy target artifact, destroy target saga. Damn, that would have actually been a really good card. Oh no, now he can like zero it and draw 2 cards. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, he did. He did it. He drew 2 cards. Oh, we're beat. He drew 2 cards. You can't beat, like, you can't beat drawing 2 cards. Oh man. Alright, well, I mean, we'll try. You can't destroy historic cards. If they're not indestructible, you can. Oh, spells are historic only when on the stack. It's not true. It's not true. They're also historic when you're searching through your deck for them with a Board the Weatherlight or the Weatherlight itself. I don't give you that one. You don't get that one, Jankovic. Spells are historic. No. An artifact is a historic card, even when it's on the battlefield. The only restrictions for being historic are it has to be an artifact, a legendary, or a saga. Only because there's nothing that matters that checks them for being historic there. They're still historic. If there was something that said if you owned a historic card, then it would still be a historic, being an artifact, a legendary. No, they're still historic there too, because there's cards that say destroy all non-historic permanents. Like Urza's Saga. No, that's all legendaries. Not Urza's Saga, but Urza's Ruinous Blast. That's all legendary. I don't know. Alright, I gotta play a little bit. I gotta play a little bit of Magic. So, give me just a moment. Let's get rid of this Tezzeret. Let's get rid of this thing too while he's tapped out. Just get rid of all of those things. Okay. We'll pass the turn. So he can play his like Phyrexian Scriptures and then Karn's Temporal Gateway. Karn's got a Temporal Gateway. I thought only Thrawn had a Temporal Gateway. There's 2? Oh man. It's legendary. It's a legendary sorcery, dude. Temporal Sundering. You may put a historic card from among your hand, like from your hand onto the battlefield. Right. I think you're just wrong, Jan. It's cool though. We'll let you be. Everybody, let him be. Let him be. If you can find me a ruling where things aren't, like where it says they're only historic at a certain time, but I don't think historic even bothers with that. I'm just going to Ritual of Sit and pass. So we got a Moment of Craving if he plays something else. I mean, the Moment of Craving is probably not going to be enough, but, you know, whatever. You know, we can hope and dream. Alright, so he's got us by about 30 seconds on the clock. I think we can beat him. We'll see. Treasure map. Treasure map. Treasure map. He's got a lot of value going on here, though. Playland. Pass turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, he's mapping it. Right. Okay, so we are now tied on time. We were down 30 seconds. Now we're actually up. I'm just go ahead and blink this. Draw a card. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other one. Alright, cool, dude. Yeah, like, whatever. You can't just let this resolve. Oh, we got Notion Rain. That's good. I like that. So we just fire off the Notion Rain next turn and draw some cards. Like, let him go through all this work to draw cards, and then we'll just fire off a Notion Rain and draw some cards. I guess I like what he's saying. Because he didn't go for the other treasure map. Alright, treasure map. Is he getting nervous? Like, is he trying to play fast? Because he's playing pretty damn slow. Phyrexian Scriptures. Yeah, I'm not worried about all that. We'll try to clock you. Just want to stay alive and clock the opponent. Notion Rain, Fight with Fire. We'll put that on top. Graveyard. Ooh, another Notion Rain. I like where this is going. Top. Seems like a top or two. Pass. So now we get back Blink of an Eye. Or try to. Well, you might have some counter spells. We got him about almost 30 seconds now. So thank you, Harry. Everyone has been telling me about this like super sweet shout out. I've been gone all weekend, Thanksgiving trip and stuff. I didn't get a chance to see it, so like as soon as this video is over, I'm going to watch Deb's deck or Deb's video. Would we like to pay 2 life? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. I just want to charge Conjecture for 5. Get back Blink of an Eye. Do I want Blink? I want Blink, right? Yeah, I want Blink. Get back Blink of an Eye. Cast Blink of an Eye. And then pass. You not destroy my graveyard. Curator's Ward checks for historic. Does it? Okay, so is it historic? Well, holy jeepers, 3 banners. Right. Oh, yeah. Not worried about any of that, though. We just need 2 more turns. And we just, like, dodge some counterspell action or something. Oh, shit. This is going to be mean. Alright, alright, alright. He hits us for 5. We go Fight with Fire. We kill it. Nexus of Fate copied. Buy some more turns. I guess. I guess I can just like get in on some F6 value here. Like the opponent needs to burn through 2 minutes, but he may just kill us. Yeah, we're on deck 3. You just showed up on this scene. What deck is it? This is deck 3. Like match 3, game 3. So we're doing some crazy Mirari's conjecture weirdness. Holy cow, look at this thing. Wow. We're gonna get back. We could just get back Ritual of Soot. I'm just gonna get this back. Vraska's Contempt on that? Does that resolve? Nagate! Oh no, not the Nagate. Cast Fight with Fire? How do we live? Yay! Burn it down. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. Now we don't have Fight with Fire. Should got to Fight with Fire back instead of Discover Dispersal. Now the only option I have is to just take extra turns. Grixis Conjectures, yeah. Sorry, I'm burning the clock here. So playing not paying attention to chat quite so much. Like we were way behind, and then at some point we decided that the clock was going to be a win con. I forget when that happened. I don't remember. It happened at some point, but whatever. As soon as that happened, though, I quit paying attention to chat near as much. But thank you, Harry. I appreciate it. I appreciate your understanding this and working with the moderators for a few moments. Well, what is this? Oh no! GG, opponent. GG. GG. Cast down another conjecture. Yeah. The opponent had some stuff. He had some stuff. Either way. Right, that was our plan, was to time him out, but didn't happen. Didn't happen. He's like, I got there. This deck was some craziness. I played against it with the Izzet Drake's deck last week, and you know, it was fun. For the Horde, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Glad you enjoyed some gameplay last week of, you know, 4 Pirates Pillage. I do need to replay the Izzet Dragons deck. That deck froze up pretty hard, so didn't get a chance to play it. The Grixis Mirari Conjecture deck was fun. It was fun. But yeah, I had some game freezing and stuff like that on the Izzet Dragons deck, but I've gotten all that fixed now, so we should be able to figure that out. So pilot either alive long enough to be a hero or long enough to become the villain. All right. You either live long enough to become the hero or long enough to become the villain. All right. Well, that's true. Anyway, we'll end up replaying the Izzet Dragons deck at some point, but for those of you wondering about Dev's decks, we are going to be playing Dev's decks tomorrow. I think we've got a double to do tomorrow, and then on Tuesday I'm going to be doing multiple community decks. So we've got some decks coming out for donation bonus decks. We've got some of those coming out. Until the end of the month, though, I am going to hold off on donation bonuses. Donation bonuses are going to be on hold. So no matter how much you donate, I'm not doing anything until after the beginning of next month. Mainly just because I want to get these Patreon decks and donation bonus decks out for those that have already paid this month. So I'm just going to get all the community content out either this week. Either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. To see yourself become the villain. It's a Batman thing, right? Right? Batman? What? Whatever. How odd. The 2 aggressive decks won tonight, and the 1 control deck lost. Also, funny enough, the sub-voted decks won, and the Eric Pick deck lost. Funny enough, the Mirari Conjecture vote deck had more votes than either of the other two sub-vote decks, and it was the one I wanted to see too. So, it was also a sub-voted deck. I ain't taking that one, Madness. He was too tired to fix it. I got you, Rush. You know what? I'm a little bit tired myself. So, boo at Madness, right? Anyway, it was a lot of fun tonight. Like, I had a lot of fun playing around with the decks, and, you know, we won 2 out of the 3 decks, you know, just throwing them out there in a vacuum. You know, just one shot, no second chances. But either way, it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun watching it. Remember, if you want to support the content, one of the best ways you can do that is just hit the share button, hit the like button, the subscribe button, that sort of thing. If you want to support it with some money, there's options for doing that. Even if you want to support the channel by using some of the links in the description box below, like if you want to sign up for manatraders so that you can play and test with these decks, you can do that. Just make sure you use the link, and then there's also a coupon code down there that'll save you some money too. It's like paying for your Netflix, man. If you're going to pay for Netflix and Hulu, pay $10 a month for your entry into like the greatest card pool ever, and yeah, you'll thank me. You'll thank me. Sign up for manatraders. Use the link in the description box below, and you'll thank me. I promise. Most people that I know that have signed up for it's like, this is pretty good. If you play Magic, it's pretty good. Especially if you're going to get competitive, where you want to play all the different decks. I'm got to go look up a ruling on some historic crap now. Thanks to you guys. Yes, Captain Lannery Storm used her bravado. I was asking where you were at there, tier 1. I was like, where's Marcus? Oh, I hope he didn't see this. Terrace Taylor, thank you very much, Taylor, for subscribing. Also, if you want to help support the stream on Patreon, you can do that as well. If you do support with $10 or more a month, I will play a deck for you once a month. So you get a deck tech and a game, kind of like what we just did here. And if you want your deck played but don't want to pay for it, then there's only one thing to do. You have to post it on the Reddit. Doesn't cost anything. It's the only way I can make it free. And then you got to get the community to vote on it. Yeah. So if you win this tournament, you get to go play in this tournament. Where if you win that tournament, you get to go play in another tournament. And then you get the Brad Nelson conception all over again. Right? Alright, guys. My name's Eric. You've been watching Sideboardmtg here on YouTube Gaming. I've had a great subscriber Sunday. I had a great Thanksgiving. I'm very thankful for the channel and for all of you guys. So I hope you all had great Thanksgivings as well. Barry Drake, thank you very much for the kill of the stream boss. I know what song you want to go out on. I'll hook you up. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye. We'll rock and roll for you guys, and then the happy song.